friends, welcome on Europedia, and this video is related to one of the very effective way or smart strategy as far as pursuing higher educational courses in foreign universities is concerned. For the many years, many of my students, they have used these things and they have got benefited from these strategies. Let me share the meaning of this: MS to PhD, PhD to MS. What is the meaning of that? This simply means that suppose you are interested in PhD program and your credentials are such that you may not get PhD. I tell you, there is a difference in India and abroad or foreign universities. First, that difference you should be very clear. In India, getting into PhD is easier than getting into MS program, because if you want to get into MS in good universities or MTech in good universities in IITs, you need to write GATE exam and then you should have really competitive score and then you get into that. But PhD in India, even if you don't have GATE score, old IITs will consider you for interview if your CGPA is more than 7.5 or 8. And also the competition to get into PhD course in India is less. One of the reasons why that is so in India is because students don't want to do PhD in India, because after PhD industrial jobs are limited and students are not very clear about their career opportunities after PhD in India. But in foreign universities that is not there. In the foreign universities, majority of the student who is doing PhD is working on industrial projects. Eventually they will be inducted in those industries and they will get the jobs comfortably. Moreover, the salary structure, there is a huge difference. After masters you may get, let's say, $8,000 per month. After PhD you may get $15,000 per month. That is a kind of difference, and obviously you will go for PhD. Now suppose your BTech credentials or your MTech credentials are not good enough to get you PhD program. After masters also you can go for after BTech also you can go for PhD program, that is called direct PhD. Now suppose you want to go into PhD because PhD is a scholarship project program. You will get scholarship and you can you can survive with that scholarship, and you can even earn some money through that scholarship, and you can pursue your higher education there if you don't have money. So you want to go for PhD, but your credentials are not good. So what we advise is go for MS program in foreign universities. MS is 4 semesters program, and every semester you have to pay the fees, and eventually that fees may be 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakh depending upon countries and all. Now suppose you joined MS program and after one semester you contacted your professor and told him that, see, I am doing very good work and my research aptitude is there, I want to get this my degree converted into PhD and I want to do that into I want to make it PhD program. Then the professor, on the basis of your credential and research work in one semester, can offer you PhD program. That means you have to invest only up to one semester. Rest of the semesters which you have to pay for MS, you need not to do that, and you can convert it into PhD. So that means your credentials were not good, you were not getting PhD. This is the indirect way by which you can go there and then you can impress your professor and then you can convert it into PhD. This thing is existing in India also. In India also, if you join MS program, not MTech but MS program, then after one semester or so you can always say professor, or you can always talk to him to convert that into PhD program. It can be done. Second is PhD into MS. Suppose you got into PhD program and now your credentials were there and you got into PhD, you are getting scholarships and everything, but after 2 years you stopped getting interested, you stopped putting effort into the work in which you are doing, or you are not getting interest now in that area, and now you want to quit, and you want to quit such that whatever effort you have done, at least you get MS program for that and you get into the job market. Again, this is a pretty normal phenomena in global universities. Now this thing is difficult in India. In India, once you join PhD, professor may not very easily give you MS after 2 years or something. But as per National Education Policy 2020, now there can be multiple exit, multiple entry kind of things, but how that eventually works for this, that is to be seen. There are some cases where you got converted your PhD into MTech program or something, or MS. In India, you took that degree and you went out. That exists in India also. There are examples of my students, but that is not norm in India. India में प्रोफेसर आपको अलाउ नहीं करते अगर आप उनके अंडर PhD कर रहे हैं कि वो आप MS में कन्वर्ट कर दें. बट फॉरेन में इट्स प्रेटी नॉर्मल। इन फॉरेन यूनिवर्सिटीज अगर आपको बीटेक में भी इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो गया, आप बोलो मेरे को छुट्टी चाहिए, मैं 2 साल के बाद दोबारा आके कंटिन्यू करूंगा, तो दैट फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इज देयर। दैट फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी एक्चुअली हेल्प्स यू टू डू वर्क ऑफ योर इंटरेस्ट। अगर आपको पीएचडी में इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा, ठीक है, एमएस में चले जाओ, जॉब चले जाओ, बाद में आके पीएचडी कर लेना। दिस इज अ प्रेटी नॉर्मल थिंग, इट इज नॉट अनएथिकल। आई एम नॉट टेलिंग यू समथिंग विच इज अनएथिकल, बिलीव मी, बिकॉज दैट इज अ नॉर्म देयर। पहले पीएचडी क्यों ज्वाइन किया था? मेरे को स्कॉलरशिप लेना था, और वैसे भी मैं पीएचडी में इंटरेस्टेड था बिकॉज आई एम गोइंग टू गेट गुड करियर। एंड वंस यू ज्वाइन पीएचडी देयर, अनलाइक इंडिया, यू विल फील कि मेरे को पीएचडी मिल जाए तो और अच्छा है। वाई? बिकॉज अच्छी सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर है, और वहां पे आपको अगर पैसा अच्छा मिल रहा है, सैलरी अच्छी मिल रही है, बेनिफिट है, तो आप पीएचडी क्यों नहीं करना चाहोगे? तो बेसिकली ये चीज आपको ज्यादा एडवांटेज देती है कि अगर आप पीएचडी कर लें तो आपको बेनिफिट है। तो अगर लेकिन पीएचडी नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, किसी रीजन से इंटरेस्ट लूज हो रहा है, ये बाद में आके कंटिन्यू करना चाहते हैं, तो उसको एमएस में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं। दैट इज ऑल्सो देयर। देयर सो मेनी ऑफ यू हु से दैट मेरे को एमएस करना है, जॉब मार्केट में जाना है, लेकिन एमएस बहुत कॉस्टली पड़ रहा है, तो ये रूट अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं आप, और पीएचडी बहुत अच्छा करने लगेंगे तो एक ऑप्शन आपके पास खुला होगा कि जब आपने एमएस लिया, यू गॉट इनटू द जॉब मार्केट, बट यू कैन कंटिन्यू योर पीएचडी लेटर ऑन। फ्रेंड्स, being Indian students, you can use these strategies, and I tell you this is working very effectively. It can work for you also. Depending upon your credentials, you can choose one option or the other. Now that depends upon you what you want to do, and you can meet us regularly on our regular sessions and discuss further your case. Everybody has different case, but as per your case there is always best option which you can pursue. So go for that and try to convert that into best opportunity. Thank you.